Commissioners, typing error, commissioners, cannot be classified as to how the council is putting it. At the laboratory, commissioners, we've got two types of errors. We've got allow me to refer to these, commissioners, because it was not available at the time of, it is not an annex, because it was not available at the time of doing the statement. We've got a critical and non-critical errors. So, if I may explain to you, Council, non-critical errors includes, is 4 categories. Is incorrect dates on an affidavit, defects or H results not confirmed, administrative errors, and log numbers. Those are non-critical errors. And I will believe that those errors that the council is leading me with falls within this category. So it cannot be incompetence or deliberate. What is the other one?
Negligence.
Negligence. But as I already indicated, commissioners, that the errors will arise time to time as long as there is still pressure at the lab. The errors will always be there because we push quantities, not quality. The errors will arise, not intentional errors.
That's a very disturbing observation in the criminal justice system. It's a very, very disturbing observation.
I know.
I understand the background you give for the observation, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a very disturbing observation.
Yes, just to put again on that point, commissioners, there is a program that is called LabWare, which is now on existence, because every single time when a problem is identified, it's subject to be reviewed and methods to be changed. At the moment we are using, it's actually going to be on place, I think this month or next month, because we are running a trial of that. LabWare, where when we type, it has an option where we type the statement on a LabWare. And the LabWare, when you type the statement, the 2 and 2 on a statement, every single time you make changes, it keeps the original. It keeps, you can refer back as up to 14 of that statements that on this date you made changes here. On this date you made changes here. And it records the errors as well, because we are trying by all means to minimize the errors to 0. And then at that stage, we will know whether further training is needed to a person or the system needs to be changed. Because some errors are caused by the system itself when the system is not correct.
Chair, last 2 questions for the captain. Captain, what does not sit well with us, and this is part of the recommendations that we want to make, is that at least on the face of it, on the errors that you committed, that we say are material, what seems to happen is that a few months later, you are actually rewarded with a promotion to being a captain. What do you have to say about that?
That I cannot comment, Commissioners, because that was a post advertised, and just like all other applicants, we were shortlisted and we went for an interview, and fortunately I got the post. So with or without this case, Commissioners.
Yes, that's fine. The last question really, Captain, and on a more serious note, do you still persist seriously now with the allegation that, knowing what we know and your own testimony and your own interaction with the commissioners and the chairperson, do you still seriously persist that you were kidnapped by witness B?
Commissioners, that one, Commissioners, because I opened a case, and I opened a case based on the incident that happened. And I assume when a case is opened, it should go through the processes of all the cases. I cannot determine whether the case should or should not be. That will be the prosecutor in the prosecutor's decision whether they enroll the case or not, Commissioners. But looking into the sequence and how I felt about the incident that night, there is only one organization that I can run to, is SAPS. And SAPS will follow, like any other citizens of the country, will open a case and send it for the decision.
For the witness.
Thank you, Mr. Musigiri.
Captain, it seems like we need VAR there by Silverton because there are serious shortcomings with the reviews and the reviewers and how the 2-1-2s simply go through the process. And you say we type, we push numbers and not quality, therefore we may need VAR in that department. You know what VAR is?
Yes, I know, Commissioners. And just can I add on that, Commissioners? Not on the VAR part. Commissioners, the laboratory, just like when I joined the laboratory some 20 years back, we used to receive few cases. I'm definitely sure Brigadier Mkabela maybe testified about that. We used to get few cases, and today we are getting a lot of cases, and so many things hasn't changed. And the cases itself, the type of crimes are totally different. 20 years back, we used to have pistol cases. You find 9mm firearms. Lately now, there is a lot of rifles, full automatic rifles. Examinations of such are different from examinations of then. But the time allocated for you to work those cases remains the same. So by that, something is going to be compromised. Because today when somebody goes and commit a crime with firearm, they don't do it with a revolver because they know revolver is limited, can carry only 6 rounds. They need a weapon that can carry about 40, 50 rounds. And that weapon today, you still examine it like you are examining the revolver 20 years back. You are still given the same amount of time to do that. So those are shortcomings, but I believe the laboratory is working hard on that as well to try to improve that.
Mr. Musigiri,
No follow-up questions, Chair.
thank you. Captain, thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioners.
You are excused. We will adjourn and resume tomorrow at 9:30. Thank you.